What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Broke to Millions, where we're going to show you all the secrets of real estate, how to find the right markets, how to elevate yourself in this niche of real estate. Thanks so much. But first, before we get started, get up for my man, Walt Piety the Pipe. Piper, what's up, baby? Oh, Lord, he's never...
I grabbed my microphone, wasn't readily available to me right there. See? All is well, man. All is well. How you feeling?
It's all good, man.
Fantastic.
And my man, Wendell the Gooseman is flying back
MIA.
from London, England, the UK. It's funny that you brought up the UK, man. I was just talking about the market over there. It's a good representation of what's happening in the market. For those you don't know, I'm about to put a video out on this, but the UK right now in this first quarter, 1.4 million people loans in the UK, will come up for renewal. And with that renewal, how many of it? Over 300,000, 350,000 will have loans at 2%. 353,000 in the first quarter have loans at 2%. That's going to adjust based on the market. And so the market's right around 5 to 6%. So their rate's going to jump to 6%. Just to give you an idea, for those who have $100,000 loan at 2%, your loan's going to be about $400 a month. If your rate adjusts, it can increase by $200 to $600 a month. So these people could be paying $1,000 a month. So in more perspective, if you have a $300,000 loan at 2% and it adjusts to these rates, your loan could go from $1,200 a month to over $2,000. Just imagine if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Like I said before, it's going to be blood in the streets, baby. So look, man, this is only just the beginning. Walt, do we got the web chat on so people can tell us where they're from? All right, so everybody get in there, tell us where you're from and where you're checking in the show. But we got a great show today for you. We're going to talk about how to invest in the hotels and inquire in a recession. But really, are we really going to be in a recession? Ingram's like, I'm already in a recession, but we've been there. We got Dubai checking in today. Philly, Fort Pittsburgh. I got to get to Dubai. You know what? We should have a conference in Dubai. I think we need to go to Dubai and have a conference here. What do you think about that? Also, what do you think about my shirt? I'm getting back to my colors. I'm so happy when I wear my colors. All right. Toronto, Canada, Brooklyn, Utah, Sacramento. Yeah, you know, and finally somebody other than ourselves from Cincinnati. Everybody, I want to hear from you. Do you think we're going to be in a recession? Instagram, any of you on Instagram, do you think we're going to be in a recession? On Facebook? Zoom, do you think we're in a recession? We're already in one. Jasmine thinks so. Seth says no. We got a couple on there that says yes in a recession. A light one, Gabe. A short one, Ray. Okay. We got Cincinnati. Everybody else, Instagram. You tell me what you think. Are we in a recession? Investors, no. Rob said no. You know, by definition, we are in a recession. Yes, thank you, Tony. I was just about to. By definition, we are in recession. And a recession is basically when the consumer price index gets reported negative twice in the quarter, which that happened back in July. Even though there was a delay, we are in a recession. Now, the other thing is we had a great inflation, and inflation rose over 7%. And so the feds, in order to do that, they were trying to force rates down. So when you force rates down, you potentially can force your economy into a recession. And they literally spoke it and put it on paper like, we will force unemployment. So what happens, just to remind so everybody knows what it is, when you cool the interest rates down, people stop buying, right? Because the money costs too much to pay for it. And they're trying to figure out where the market is going. So what happens, people are not buying certain supplies. So if you're not buying certain supplies, manufacturers are not going to produce as much. So if they're not producing as much, they're not selling as much, guess what? People get laid off. That's right. You lay people off. Well, if you're laying people off and they got interest rates that are adjusting, not only did I just explained to you, rates, mortgage payments are jumping $200 to $600, $800, and you got to lay it off. How are you going to do it? And there's some of the biggest layoffs going on in the industry. As I shared a week before, Amazon laid off 18,000. Twitter's laying off 4,300 people, right? Where are all these people going? But yet the economy is saying that the unemployment rate is down to 3.5%. So these are the things that we have to figure out. But why is all this information important? Because in real estate, this is where you know how to get it and where to go buy. Now, even though you have all these different people, guess what? On the there's other competitive markets that you can go to that are on fire because of the not only recession but because of COVID. Did you know Miami-Dade is one of the #1 most competitive markets for the rental and housing market? Yes, it's #1. Now, other comparable competitive other cities that are similar are New Jersey, Grand Rapids, Michigan, but Florida is the hot spot. Florida rounds off one of the top 20 cities with all the multiple competitive markets like Miami, Naples, Orlando, Port Charlotte, Broward County, Bradenton. So what does that mean? How can you obtain an opportunity? Well, what's happening is because people are moving into the main parts of these cities, there's no affordable housing, right? It's going to be tough to live because rents are $2, $3, $2.50, $3, $4 a square foot. In other words, a regular house, a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, instead is renting for, like in the Midwest, $1,000, $1,200, they're renting for $2,500 or $3,000. How's the average person going to live there? A teacher, a serviceman, that this person's only making $40,000, $60,000 a year. All right. So these are the challenges you're going to need. But look, I've thrived off the markets like this. Because what happens, you go into these lower end economy neighborhoods and you buy the properties up. And look, sometimes you don't even have to renovate and push the rents. You can it becomes a forced appreciation because people want to be in that area because there's no cheaper area. So they go by here and the whole area changed. That's what we call regentrification and changing our neighborhoods. You guys have that opportunity. Not only that, you're going to see more and more people go into default. Now, the only problem with this is the reason why you won't see a lot of this out in the open, like in the Great Recession, is because there's more money in the street. See, back then, the banks and the people that managed it, the servicers, they forced foreclosure on these people. Well, now they got smart. It's like, you know what? We're not going to do that because that was chaos and it destroyed the market. We're going to sell these mortgages, package them up, literally, like put it in this globe and sell it. Now, we ain't selling the world, but we are selling these packages of notes, and they sell them off, and then these people manage them, and then they may sell them off as what we call cherry picking. So these are your opportunities now. So now listen, as I said before, markets or history doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And so when I went into Great Recession before, I was able to pick up multiple properties time and time after again. But because I wasn't leveraged and have OPM of the people's money, I couldn't go acquire the big deals right away. But if I would have been prepared, I would have got money and bought the big multi-unit or the big hotel and been patient and find that one. So this is the opportunity you're going to have. The recession is coming again. I don't believe it's going to be a great recession like it was before. I think it was small because right now the numbers are showing it, like in the UK, 1% of mortgage holders are in default or behind their mortgage, compared to the Great Recession where there was 9% in default. So it's an 8% difference. So they're showing some comparisons, but it's mild in comparison. But in that mild in comparison, there's some opportunities. You just have to know how to seize it. All right. So that's why we're going to be talking about, last week we talked about how to find the deals. Well, now you're going to learn how you found the deals. Well, now we're going to talk about how to invest in hotels in a recession. But I still believe in a recession, you're still going to use these same tactics to acquire these properties. So if you guys are ready to learn how to do investing, put in the chat, I'm ready to invest. No, I'm going to give you a 15-character word. I probably should just say hell yeah. Say, yes, I want to invest and I want to learn how. No, I'm just saying, just hell yeah. All right. And we only got one person that wants to invest right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, do you want to invest in my shirts? All right, you want to invest in my shirts? I don't know if you can see. Can we zoom in these? These are my puppies, and my daughter loves these. Can we get a zoom in, Walt, on one of these? These are one of my favorite shirts. No, apparently not. Okay, because this just looks like artwork. Yeah. Zoom into the shirt. Don't worry about me. Just zoom in. You can't zoom. Whatever. All right, let's get started. So today, guys, we're going to learn how to invest in the recession. What do you want? Put it up higher? Off the shirt. Okay. Oh, this is a different kind of shirt. Okay, here, I'll do it right there. Because they button it on the wrong side. Here, hold on, guys. I got to look good for the camera. Hold on 1 second. This is what happens when you're live sometimes. Okay. Here we go. Bam. Bam. Yeah. Okay, Walt, you don't have to play the music. All right, let's go. Let's talk about it here. And thanks so much for joining, guys. Oh, man, we forgot about a sponsor. Hey, put it on the screen, brother. This show has been brought to you by OPM Intensive. There's no tickets left. There's very limited seating. So if you still want to attend, go to opmintensive.com /webinar and sign up now. There's a hold because literally we have people that we have our mastermind students and multiple guests. And if we have more people that want to come, then I'll even get a bigger room. But right now, no tickets are available, so you got to put yourself on reserve. But if you want to go, just go to OPM Intensive, find it, email me, whatever you got to do, because we're going to have a great time. We're going to teach people how to raise money using other people's money. All right. And it's going to be intensive. All right. Let's go. Let's get started on acquiring risk. So how to invest one-on-one in hotels during recession. Now, the good thing is you got Mike Ely here that's going to teach about this. And look, I've been doing hotels for about 4 years now, going into my 5th year. And every year I just feel like I'm getting better and better. And like now I'm looking at deals in a matter of seconds. I'm telling you if it's a deal or no deal. All right. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to break this down, and then I'm going to explain to you if it's a deal or no deal. And I'm going to go through the terms of it as well. All right. So man, I ain't gonna go on this, but look, man, I've been investing since 2002, 2003. I lost all my money in 9/11. It was not the recession or the Great Recession where I lost money. I actually thrived through the Great Recession. It was because before, and I know I wish I can blame it on 9/11. I was just didn't have systems in place. And so when I put systems in place, I was able to buy multi-units. I scaled up to 1,500 units, houses and warehouses. And now we're moving into developments. So the next one. But today we're going to talk about 3 major things here. 3 things. All right. Why invest in hotels? Why invest now in the recession, and how you can profit from these hotels, and what you should be looking for. And then I'm going to offer something else for you when we're done. All right. So if you listen and I'm sharing something with you and you like what you hear and you believe it's possible for you, which it is, I'm going to share with you. Like, I feel like now I'm really mastering this, and you guys are going to benefit from that. All right. We're all going to benefit. We're going to be much greater investors and change our lifestyles to move to financial freedom. You know, financial freedom is the new flex. And Nate likes to say it's the new American dream. You know, everybody's not just going for the dog and the house and the 2.2 kids anymore. That's not it. That's not it. We still want the house and the family and 2 kids. Some of you don't, but most of the average does. But when you get it, you want to have time to spend in the house, and you want to have time to spend with the kids. With this vehicle right here, real estate, hotels, you will be able to leverage and drive this vehicle to your financial freedom, a destination, whatever that looks like. Whatever that looks like. Let's go, Walt. So why invest in hotels? Man, look, man, the reason why hotels are so great, I mean, the gross operating profit is, you know, you're at like 40% plus. What does that mean? Well, before you get into taxes and insurance and management, your top line is you're almost 50%, 40%. And it's doing a revenue of so much greater than the multifamily. Here, let me share you, in this example, I'm gonna share how and why. So these hotels we're looking at here, they got daily rates of $80, $60. Now that's really low. So I just, you know, but the bottom line, what I really want to show you is the gross revenue was $2 million, right? On this one mid scale. The other one was 1.6. But let's take the $2 million revenue. You got a $2 million revenue, and you have a gross operating profit of 43%. So you bringing just shy of $1 million. Well, look, by the time you take out all your expenses and you're in debt, because on something like this, you probably are in it for 8, 9 million. You should net almost $300,000 a year. $300,000 a year. All right. Now, with a property of 100 unit, in which I still love of apartments, it just depends on the opportunity. But look, with 100 unit in the C property, the most you're going to gross is $880,000. And when it's all said and done, you probably only net $100,000 or $150,000. So half. Now, the great thing about this, though, is with the hotels, you'll not only that, you'll get so much more depreciation. Now, some of you are like, what's depreciation? These are write-offs. So for you high wage earners, and when I say high wage, I'm talking anything over 500,000, 750 million bucks. Yes, there's quite a few of you that listen to us. I know some of us like, what? There's people. Yes, there's millionaires all around you. There's just a limited, all right? But just imagine if you bought a hotel and you had $2-3 million in write-offs. Yeah. I already heard the music ringing in your ears, right? You wouldn't pay taxes. You would actually get money back. Do you realize, guys, I pay state taxes, but I haven't been paying federal taxes because of all the depreciation. You know, I mean, whether you like Donald Trump or not, I use him as an example. The reason why he wasn't sharing his taxes, he didn't want to show you he wasn't paying any taxes because he has so many hotels, so many developments that you keep right now. And like here, you get into this major cycle. And I don't know, you tell me if you want to get in this cycle. Once you start buying apartments and hotels, you have to do it every year. And what happens is when you do this construction to renovate it, you get to write that off, which reduces your tax basis on your income. And then when you get a hotel, you'll get that right off, and then you're not going to use it all, and then it carries over. And then what happens is you got to buy another hotel or another apartment, right, to keep your write-offs going on. And then what happens, you keep buying more once a year or every 2 years, and your wealth keeps growing. It's horrible. You keep getting wealthy and you keep paying less taxes. I don't know if you want this life. Walt, you think they want this life? I don't think you want this life. Anybody want this life? Tell me on Instagram or what you say, yes, I want this life. The constant less taxes and more wealth. I don't know, man. I don't know. And the more, and I'm going to share with you, the bigger you go, the more you can hire quality staff, human capital that have the capacity to do the job better than you. Is that crazy? That's got to be crazy. You mean, wait a minute. Yes. When you do bigger projects, you hire higher and better competent staff to do. Yes, Trey, I can't see Tevis. It's miserable. I love my miserable life too. I'm so miserable because I ain't got nothing to do. All right, Walt, let's go to the next one, brother. And here, this is why I was just talking about, I was just a little step. Why invest in hotels? Because professional management means more passive investment for hotel owners, right? Now, I'm not going to go into detail, but your management is everything. But I encourage everyone to buy a hotel. I encourage everyone to buy real estate. Matter of fact, I don't care. I encourage people to just go out and start your business, whatever it is. It's just my niche is real estate. It's apartments, it's hotels, it's warehouse, right? But no matter who you get with your management, you have to understand the numbers. That's the one thing people don't tell you about, because guess what? They put in all these hidden fees. And when your gross operating profit margin slips, it's because they putting in all these fees and they hidden. And you know how like people talk about conspiracies. The government is trying, look, the management is trying to take your money, brother. The management, yes, I have conspiracies on all management, but I get it. Management companies can charge fees. I get it. I like being a management company because you can charge some fees to off balance it. But the thing is, it's supposed to be shared across all the properties. What I don't like is when management companies get greedy and they dump all their fees on one property. Now that's not fair. And that's when I get a problem. But for the most part, once you get that under control, man, getting a large apartments and hotels, you get the right management company, you're going straight to the top. Straight to the top. Let's go on to the next one, Walt. And that's when you get to see more vacations and more traveling. And now, you know, my miserable life, I travel to places where I want to eventually develop. And guess what? If I don't like the development, I took me a great vacation, a 3-day vacation. I don't know which, I don't know. Is that bad? Like I went to Zuma, Bahamas. Now I would like to do that deal, but let's say I didn't go. That was a great vacation for 3 days. I couldn't get out off the island for 2 days. And Zuma is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Why invest in hotels? Well, one of the reasons, they already got a business system and they got a model like Hyatt, Marriott, IHG, Hilton. I like Hilton. I like all these brands. The difference is like an IHG product, which is like a Staybridge, a Holiday Inn Express. Although all these hotels across the board will generate the same potential revenue, the Marriott and Hilton is going to sell at a better cap rate or value, right? For those who aren't sure what the cap rate is, but let's say most Hiltons and Marriott throughout the Midwest, taking New York, Miami, Cali out of the picture, they typically sell at an 8.5 cap, where IHG would sell at a 9 or 9.5 cap, right? So even though they generate the same revenue, they bring in, all of them bring in the same. Well, that's not true. A ISG or a Hyatt product may bring more to the bottom line. What I mean by the bottom line, the NOI, the net cash flow, because they don't charge as many fees as a Marriott or a Hilton. Like a Marriott and a Hilton overall combined, they potentially charge 12 to 15% in royalty fees. And this is with back end, well, a whole bunch of different back end support issues, right? Whereas the ISG may charge 7 to 8% total. So just to give you an idea, if your hotel's doing $4 million a year, and well, let's just say, we'll just round it off. If your hotel's doing $4 million a year and it's charging 10%, is that 400,000 in fees? Is that right? Yeah, that's 400,000 in fees. Well, if you got 17%, that's another. Oh, that's not right. My numbers are. So it's 680,000. Yeah, so you 17%, 680,000 in fees, right? In fees. Versus IHG, you may pay 6 or 7. You cut that in half. But you won't get as much upside when you sell because it won't sell at a higher value. So let's say the bottom line, my Marriott nets me, let's say 500,000. And let's say, just rough numbers, their ISG nets them $1 million. So mine's just 5, there's $1 million. Well, it's all said and done, I may get more money for my Marriott than they get for the IHG product. Yeah, I know that's weird. All right, let's go. But I mean, you tell me, which product do you want? Do you want the one that's got the better cash flow, or the one that you can sell for a higher model? I mean, you got to do your numbers. All right, let's go to the next one. But so many people are talking about, Mike, will Airbnb mess up the market, in so many words, because it's being so competitive now. Hotels, I mean, like I said, hotels ain't going nowhere. Airbnb, that kind of style, huh? No, we good. That kind of style's been around. Like, that's what you call those vacation homes. Matter of fact, Airbnb is coming out with their own hotel brands. But no, I don't think they're going anywhere. Quite frankly, though, Airbnb is starting to take a hit. Some people recognize it, but I think what happened is so many people jumped into Airbnb during COVID because everything was kind of shut down and people felt more safe in these Airbnbs, right? Because nobody was coming in, nobody had to check in. In COVID, nobody knew what was going on. But people, they were flex workers, right? They could go work anywhere. So now so many people left and could travel and work. So they was like, well, if I ain't got to be in the office, I'm going to move to Florida. I'm going to California. And I'm just going to work there by the water. Well, now those people are being forced back to work. Disney said, hey, you coming back to the office 4 days a week. Twitter said you coming back to work. Like everybody's like, y'all come back to work. Why? Because they got all these offices. Well, now it's a pros and cons, right? Some of these people are leaving because of the market has changed. I forgot what I was even talking about. They're leaving. Forget it. Let's keep going. I got to get going anyway, because when I can hear when you talk, that's what got my head. Move on to the next slide. All right. But Airbnb, that's why true. Atlanta has outlawed Airbnbs. I don't know. They have? Really? Wow. They're saying now that in Atlanta, that one of them have to be your primary main residence. Like, well, even in Cincinnati, if you have an apartment building, you're only allowed, is it 50%? Only 50% of that could be Airbnb. What? And the reason why people are cracking down is, one, it screws up the market. I mean, you got to realize we are in demand for housing, and you pulling this out and take away from the hotel business, which, yeah, they fussing a little bit, but for the most part, you taking away from where somebody would actually rent or purchase that home. So many people that potentially would sell, put it off the market. Hawaii is trying to pass a law for 90-day minimum stay. Yeah, I mean, more and more people. Sarasota, Florida, they got certain parts of the island or area that you cannot do short-term rental. They won't let you do it. But Mike, what's this talk of a recession in 2023? Should I buy a hotel now, wait after recession? Look, I get this all the time. Everybody says, when should I buy? I shouldn't buy in a recession. I shouldn't buy when the market's here. It's not a good time now because the market's collapsed. Look, man, I bought in every single cycle. If you ask me, every time's a good time. It's just the deal. It's just in these particular times, there are going to be better opportunities. In a recession, typically, there should be a better opportunity to acquire something versus, and when the markets collapse, that's the time you want to buy. Like, I'm not a Bitcoin guy. I'm not a token guy. I don't know where that market's going. But if I were to buy, I would buy now. Right? Because, I mean, it hit $60,000. Ethereum was at 3,000. Now it's at like 1,600. Quite frankly, Bitcoin is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. The problem is there's so many different tokens and things out there. I don't know which one's the last one standing. It's kind of like the car industry back in the day when they first started inventing cars. All the cars were there. But then when it's all said and done, the big three were the only one left. So you just got to figure out, you got to ride the wave. So my point is, saying all this, I've done my best deals in down market cycles. That's when I made my money. I made my money and got stabilized in the last recession. I mean, banks weren't doing loans. I had cash and I had investors with cash, and I didn't even have a lot of cash at the time. Now, prices weren't as high as they are today, but I mean, all I had was probably $300,000 to $500,000. I went to work. I was flipping houses every month. And quite frankly, I wasn't killing it in comparison. But look, man, I bought these three hotels in COVID. I pretty much I bought them with a no money down technique using OPM. By the way, OPM intensive coming January 25th, 26th, using these strategies. And I'll be teaching those same strategies at the end of January. And I'm just telling you, now is the perfect time to buy hotels. So many people are not knowing what to do. And some of these people who have not renovated their hotel, their numbers are dropping. And it's a challenge for them. What was the average price purchase for these 3 hotels? Can you tell me more about your money down? I can't right now, but I'll answer one of those questions. I think we pay, it was average about 8 million for each one hotel, but the Staybridge was worth more than that. I mean, the Staybridge alone is worth 15, 16 million. I bought the Staybridge and a Hampton Inn for a total of 18 million all in. And I bought that home too for 8 million. And we get it up running right, it'll be worth 10 million. So that Hampton Inn you see above, I bought that one. So really I can sell that tomorrow for 5 or 6 million. And now I'm in this Staybridge, which is below at the bottom for like 12 million. And I could sell the hotel and make a $4 or $5 million profit. Let me ask you this. Just saying those numbers. If you bought the Hampton and the Staybridge, let's do the numbers again, 18 million total, all in, debt and everything. You can sell the Hampton Inn for dirt cheap for 6 million. Can't nobody buy a Hampton Inn for 6 million, but let's say we sold it for 6 million. I'm now in the Staybridge for 12 million. Right now, without a doubt, it's worth 15, 16 million. But if I get the numbers up and running, it could be worth 20 million. Type in the chat, keep or sell. What would you do? Keep or sell? Instagram, Facebook, would you keep or sell? Hotel could be worth, I'll sell it off. I now only have a basis of 12 million. I could sell it now for 15 million, 16 million, or hold on to it and sell for 20 million. My NOI right now, I think is 500,000. No, it might be 6. No, it was 6. Will 6. We should get that to a million before debt. Sell, rinse, and repeat 2 more. Sell. Some sell, some keep. I would like to hold. I'm starting. So you don't need to take a huge depreciation. John Lenhart said something great. So you don't have to take depreciation and recapture. So remember, that is my point of my miserable life. I have to keep buying. So if I can buy another hotel, you know what? I probably will exit out of this. So let's go on to the next one, Walt. This is great, guys. I'm glad you're interacting here because this is here for you. I'm here to elevate your game, guys. I'm just not here to just talk and chat. I want you guys to be real, to really understand how to acquire a hotel, because really, I want you to come in our community and learn so we can eventually do deals. Some of my top students and coaches now, we're now starting to do deals. We're going to take over and acquire over $1 billion in assets, but I can't do it without you. That's why that's why I'm on here educating you. This is not about me. It's about me educating you. And I understand I got to entertain you a little bit. All right. Because who wants to, another sidetrack. I was watching Killer Mike the other day on Netflix. And it was so crazy. It's ridiculous. But he mixed, he wanted to get people interested in working. He was like, how can we do it? He's like, you got to, and the people that he interviewed, they was like, you got to entertain them. And he was like, entertain them? Yeah. He said, entertain them, because he don't believe in the school system. And so he says, well, porn is the biggest industry. So many people watch porn per day. I'm going to put a workshop. I'm gonna put how to do mechanicals or maintenance and a porn all in one. I know that was crazy as hell, but what happened was when the people took the test, they passed. their scores improve 75% more. Porn in schools. So who knew? But my point is, if you give them something entertaining, and I don't encourage porn, I don't encourage it, I don't endorse it. Get it out of your system if you already done it. Yeah, I know you were little, but don't do it anymore. Right? But my whole point is educating and learning and having fun, and that's what we want to do: learn and have fun. So here are the multiple strategies, and we got to keep going. Buy low, buy right, manage right. Let's go on the next one here. You want to buy low. Focus on hotels you can buy low for below replacement cost. So most hotels cost about 120, 130,000 a key to build. All right. So if you got a 100-key hotel, it'll cost you about 13 million to build. Well, I like to buy below replacement cost. So if I were to rebuild that, I buy my hotels like my Marriott I bought at 75,000 a key. This home too I bought at 97,000 a key. My Staybridge package I think I bought for 60-something thousand a key. Way below replacement cost. So that alone is just one metric of determine if you have a deal. Do you get that? So try to buy below replacement costs. Let's go to the next one, Walt. A strategy to, here's an example. It broke it down, but no, this went into the numbers. The market value of these two hotels is 20 to 25 million, which I shared. Purchase price 13.5, CapEx 900,000. This is going to produce an equity multiple of over 4x. Now, some of you are like, what's a 4x? Well, we're going 4 times our money. If you put 100,000 in, that means total you got 400,000 back, inclusive of principal. So whenever you do a deal, I don't care what you do, you at least want to double your money. Now, the quicker you can double your money, the better the deal is. All right. Now, I'm not saying because you can double your money in a day or a week, that's a deal you want to do. I'm just talking about over a 5-year period. If you're investing and you're a passive investor and you're completely hands off, you should be able to double your money and get, a 5 to 8% cash on cash return. That's what you're going to be looking for. And by the way, as I'm teaching about this, starting in the next couple of weeks, every Wednesday, I'm going to come out with a video or go live teaching you guys how to be a great passive investor. And not just real estate, but in other deals, right? So stay tuned for that. Passive university or investing passively. I don't know. What do you like? Passive university or investing passively or passive Wednesdays? I don't know. Tell me what you like. Come up with a name. Type it in there. Walk on to the next one. I'm going to start bullying y'all. I need to see it in the chat. Where we going? Nice refi. Strategy number 2. You can buy right by higher end brands. Passive Wednesday, investing passively, passive university. Okay. Everybody likes those names. All right. I need somebody that really loves one. Higher end brands, buying the right locations. I really like extended stay hotels. I really do. Because they're a combination of hotels. They like apartments to me. If the hotel goes sideways, guess what? I'm just going to rent it as an apartment. I may not make as much money, but I'll be all right. Matter of fact, a perfect example was during the COVID. Our hotel volume went down. We weren't selling as many rooms, and I was like, you know what? I ain't worried about it. We're constantly still selling 60 rooms a day. If I just take my other 2 floors offline and convert them to apartments, guess what? I was still going to make a profit. And I think I was going to be about 200,000 a year, 150 to 250,000 a year. So, I mean, either way, it just worked out. Let's go on to the next one. Now, if I do a tier 1 or tier 2 city now, I want it to be kind of like a suburb. But there still have to be a lot of economic drivers to push us to that. All right. Home 2 Suites is another deal that could be a 4X. If we can get this management group in order and because right now It looks like I'm going to be at an 80%. It took me 2 years, but now we're projecting to be at 80% occupancy this year. So now if I'm at 80% occupancy and my ADR is average of 80 something dollars, I just need to control my costs. And that's where I'm going to bring in my management or bring myself. All right. So a great return. All right, let's go on to the next one. You got to manage right. I'm telling you, your management operator will make you or break you. And when you get into bigger money, people take advantage of you. I just want to be clear about that. I don't even want to lie to you. Even with me doing bigger deals, they do that. But that's the thing. You pay to play. Hey, some of you are into it not, you want to get on Instagram or you want to go viral. One of the things you got to be consistent, but you got to pay to play. A lot of times, sometimes your stuff can get viral. And we can show you how to go viral organically. I know how to do that. It still takes work, but if you want to push it even further, you want to get $30,000, $50,000, 50,000 views on a regular, pay for it. And then what happens after you build it up and you start pushing videos and it's still good content, it will go viral. Hell, I'm gonna tell you a secret now. If you want to go viral, you get you 20, 30 people and everybody shares your video at the same exact time. Guess what? You go viral. Look, that's $10,000 worth of game because that's what I paid for that. Right? Give me my money. I'll take Venmo, Cash App, ACHs, Zelle, whatever you got. Send me my money, man. I'm giving you too much game. I know. But yeah, everything is managed right. But but once you understand your cost, this is where you go in. But look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. So those are the things you don't have to worry about. You come and join one of our class, become a part of Big Deal Maker. I'll break all those things down for you. So look, what that took me 20 years, people are doing in 12 to 18 months. Don't waste around. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Example of managing right. Look, I'm just going to tell you now. Well, I'll go over this, but here's managing right. Occupancy. This was the stay bridge versus the comp set. I don't understand what he put here. What did you do here? You're saying the occupancy is at 65 and the ADR is over $100, right? Oh, okay. Here's over the comp set. Okay, there he has the comp set on the side. So yeah, if you manage it right, like here, on the stay bridge and the comp set on the left side, the occupancy was similar. But because I pushed my ADR up a little bit, I'm outperforming my comp set. And that's good management versus 20. And look how we've grown from 2021. We were below, just shy of the comp set. Our ADR was still a little stronger than the rest of the market. But, that's why, you get good management. They know how to push you. Ray was like, how about a thank you? Okay, I'll take a thank you. Thank yous work for me. I still would like a Zelle, man. Okay, some thumbs ups and hearts and all those different things, all right? I'll walk on to the next one. So how do you profit from this? There's a couple of things that you can do, man. You can do it yourself, do it on your own. Hey, man, that's tough. I encourage you to get out there and do it. Now that I do. But what I encourage you to get some education. All right. Well, I'll come into that one, right? Option number 2, you can do it with me, be a passive investor. And then after you do a couple of passive deals, you go out and do it on your own. Or maybe I'll joint venture with you. And then option number 3, learn how to do it the right way. Let's go and tell them how give them examples of how they can do these things. So, man, you could do it yourself. And look, doing a hotel on your own, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. It's tough, man. Because you got to find everything. You got to find the seller. You got the resources. You got to put the money down. And at a minimum, you got to do a hotel. A minimum hotel investment is At least 1.5 to 4 million. You could make a costly mistake and you don't have nobody to handle that. It's so much legal paperwork, even with apartments. But apartments is nowhere near like hotels. Now, I'm not trying to scare you away. Listen, I went through it. I made it through. Now we have a system and you can leverage off our system. Yes, let's do something soon, Paulette. So that's one way, but that's challenging. Even if you want to do it yourself, I still encourage you to put you a team, maybe an operator and a consulting or something. Some people that's been doing it for a while. I would not just go out there and do it on my own. And the reason I say that, there are a lot of things that you don't know. I mean, I'm in my 4th year and I'm still learning. But that's why I learned so much. Now we're ready to take on our own management. And look, even when I'm taking on my own management, like with Marriott, I'm gonna end up spending $40,000 to $60,000 to basically for them to send me to school to learn their system. Not only they hit me, ain't this a mother sucker? They telling me to pay for it. I'm already paying them all these fees and I got to pay them a fee. So I'm a fuss about that. Option number 2. Oh, Walt, I'm sorry. If you're an accredited investor, option number 2 is available to you. You can invest with one of our syndicated hotels. Minimum investment is required is about $100,000 if you're, and we take some deals where non-accredited or accredited. We actually have a fund. If you become a student or part of the community, I can share it with you. But if you're accredited, what is an accredited investor? Someone who makes over $300,000 a year individually, or combined with the spouse, or you make $200,000 a year, or you have a net worth of $1 million. If you're interested in doing that, just email me at mike@nassauinvest.com, mike@nassauinvest.com. Let's go to the next one. Here's a hotel condo development, which we're updated, but that's an opportunity to invest as well. If you're interested in being part of deals like that, mike@nassauinvest.com. That's mike@nassauinvest.com. And actually, we just brought in our coach, John Cashman, who's going to help us with our investor relations. And also we have good friend Daniel Newen as well. All right, next one, Walt. Option number 3, you can learn how to do it right. We'll teach you how to do it right, even provide down payment for hotel deals. Join the Big Deal Maker Mastermind right now. It's by application only. Not only in our group, we're actually putting a $5 million fund together so that we can do our own deals within our group. Tell me who's doing that? So we don't want, as I say, we don't want baby seals. We want Navy SEALs. We're not trying to just build hope. We're trying to take action with the hope and make it a reality, the dream to be successful. So, we'd love to have you, but it's about application only. We don't take everybody. Some people are not ready. And if you're not ready, that's all right. Guess what? I'm going to put you in touch with people that can make you ready. All right. I'll put you in touch with my good friend, Jurius and Nate. They run Burr Academy, and they teach you how to wholesale, teach you how to do the Burr strategy, and you do it with single family home and smaller multi-units. Then once you got that on the back, then you come see me, and then we ball out, and then you retire, and then you live forever, and then it's like, I'm balling, and then you're on a yacht drinking champagne, drinking Kettle One on them. Okay, sorry, I lost it. I'm sorry. Whew, let me bring it down. Bring it down, and then you wear shirts like this. All right, let's go to the next one, man. So if you want to learn how to invest, well, you bring that slide back up, or the next slide. I don't know what slide. Devon Reeves, like look, like, when you buy hotels, you get glamorous, I guess. All right, you get pearls all around your neck. She partnered up with me, one of the youngest Black female owners of a branded hotel. Literally, she went from the front desk to the top desk. She's one of my coaches in the mastermind. She'll help you out. She's making moves. She's created her own platform from raising capital called Vestor. She knows all the CEOs. Listen, I don't. Devon is the one man. Literally, when they made her, they was like, "Whoa, man, one man." All right, because Devon, like, I've been in this game for a while. She's the one that introduced me to all the CEOs. She know every single CEO, VP, and all the hotel brands, and just walks right up because she's been in the game for a while. Devon, she's in her early 30s. She's going to be a name to reckon with here soon. But she's our coach, and we have her. Oh, that's great, Tony. And she's also an author as well as myself. But she's going to help us to learn deals. Let's go on to the next one, Walt. Johannes. I mean, now here's the crazy thing about Johannes. We almost got time. Oh, I'm gonna have to speed this up. Johannes. I mean, he joined our course and he only wanted to get a hotel. He ended up buying 3. I just wanted 1 hotel and he bought 3. And now the local municipality wants to joint venture with him to do more hotels in that area. And listen, none of these hotels he has are branded. So you don't have to do branded hotels. That's just my thing. Right? If you can get your system together. Matter of fact, we got a good one of our students, well, Dia, she's going all around the country in destination areas and doing these kind of Airbnb boutique style hotels. That's her niche. And she's winning. She's winning. So go on to the next one, Walt. Well, I went too fast. There she is, Dia right there. I remember she brought her first deal to us. Me and Nate got on the phone because that's some of the things you get with that course. We actually talk to you. I share information. She was like, Mike, I'm buying my first hotel deal. Can you look at it? And I gave her all the pros and cons. I was like, but solid, you got a good deal. You're conservative. Here's the worst case. Here's the best case. She killed it. She did her deal. She put $750,000 all in. This was less than a year ago. She just refinanced it for 1.2. She paid her investors off, put $500,000 in her pocket, and it's all cash free. 1.2 million. Who wants to be next? Raise your hand, put thumbs up. Who wants to be next? I don't see no hands up in here. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up. I want to be next on them. I want to be next on them. Me. Let's get crunk. I know y'all. I know he's like, what is wrong with this dude, man? It's real estate. I love real estate, man. I'm in my zone, man. You know why they say in the barbershop next? Oh, Win ain't controlling me. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Walt, let's go to the next one, man. And we got to wrap this up because I'll be talking here all day. It's already 1 o'clock. So look, man, my man, Tim, Tim, we're about to do some big deals. We found some big hedge fund guys and we're about to sit down and put our money trail together. And there's nothing there, nothing we can't do. You got Jessica Buck right there. She just acquired her first 123? Do you remember how many units it was? 32, 23. She just bought, Jessica, she's sitting there. She took our class. Now, she didn't jump out the gate like everybody else did. I think Jessica was one of my first students. A year and a half later, maybe, she got her first deal. I think she invested in a few other deals, but she got a first deal. So just email us at bigdealmakermastermind@gmail.com, bigdealmakermastermind@gmail.com, and I'll have somebody talk to you. So just email us. We'll get back to you. Is there anything else? We got people that raised their hand. That's what's up. Somebody got a deal in Panama. We'll look at that. I like to hear more of that. I'm new to real estate, recently started Nate's Academy. Do you think hotels are probably a little advanced for me? Michael, yes, I do think it's advanced right now, but I encourage you to learn as much as you can. It could be overwhelming for all the information that you're taking in, but you're going to be fine. And it's take action. If you were to do hotels, I would just learn the numbers because the numbers are pretty much the same whether you're doing apartments, single family homes. I mean, they're a little different. But I would be a passive investor first. I would be a passive investor first and then go after it. Yes, you use that email to do the investment group. Just email them right now. Somebody respond to you. Okay. Well, is there any other slides after that? And then I can't see, it's up to how somebody had the, been self-employed 10 years, flipping, been in H group for 4 months. That's great, Tevis. I just want you to get in. Yeah, there it is. Jessica, Jessica, 142 unit deal in Texas in her home state. 142 units. That's a life changer. And listen, guys, as much as I talk about syndication, imagine if you do the deal on your own. On 142 unit, you could be netting 100 to 200. Nah, shoot, 200 grand, 300 grand. That's why I say you're one big deal away. Let me tell you something. So the average, you should net at least $80 a month. And this is on a low conservative, $80 a month per unit. So Jessica got 142 units. Just imagine if you did it on your own. That's $11,000 a month, right? Yeah, 80 times 142. That's 100. That's 11,000 a month times 12. That's $136,000 that you could profit to yourself. Just imagine if you had 3 of those. But look, here's the thing. Over a period of time, you're going to increase that rent and it's going to double. So now 160, just off of one deal, $160 times 142, that's 22,000 a month. First of all, who wants to make 22,000 a month in cash flow? And now you're making 272,000 a year. And if you do it right, you could do it tax-free. Would that be life-changing? Because that's what we want to do. So go to bigdealmakermastermind@gmail.com. Bigdealmakermastermind@gmail.com. Well, is there anything else? Is that the last slide? We got one more. Yeah, there's more people, man. So look, I'm not going to keep boring you with that. Just email us, man. What we're going to talk about next week. 5 techniques to buy multi-million-dollar properties. Yes, even apartments, hotels with no money down. I'm going to show you that. People are like, man, how you do these no money down deals? I'm going to show you. Just tune in next week. All right, well, we got to get out of here. Tell what we're about to do, man, because everybody got to get back to work. And I got to get some other things as well. Yeah. Okay.
Now
Thanks.
it's time for Mike's Millionaire Mindset.
You know, so many people want to be successful, but do you know the percentage of success? At 25 men from the age of 25 to 65, do you realize how many of them get successful? Out of 100 people, 1 out of 100 will be wealthy. 4 of that 100 will be financially independent, well off. 34, my math is off, 34 would be dead, and 54 would be dead broke. Why is it that people can't become successful? What is success? Well, success is literally having an idea and taking action and taking the steps and not quitting to make it a reality. Why is it that they don't know they're now listen, just because you didn't make the money doesn't mean you're not successful. You could be successful if you wanted to be a football player or a cameraman or a teacher or a fireman, whatever it is, you put the work in and you studied and you took the actions to make it happen. That is success. The money that comes with it is just the extra trophy that comes with it. But why isn't that more people are not successful in money? It's because when you're younger, by the time you're 7, you're taught how to read. By the time you're 25, you're taught how to take care of a family. But by the time you're 65, you dead broke. Why is that? Because nobody was in the right mindset to learn how to manage money, to take money, to let it increase. And look, I'm not going to tell you it's to making money or to be successful in certain things. It is hard, but choose your heart. It is hard to be broke. It is hard to be married. It is hard to be wealthy. Choose your heart. I just want you to be out there and be successful in that whatever it is you do. But it all starts with a vision and believing and taking action. And as long as you have a vision, a goal, and you constantly, nothing else matters. You work towards every day. And listen, don't worry about how it's going to become a reality. That's not your job. Your dream, your goal, your BHAG should be so big, you'll have no idea where to go. But what happens once you create that vision, that goal, that idea, you start to think about it and learn from it. And then you start attracting people that educate you and you take action. And it really is that easy, but it is that hard. Hey, that's my time. God bless you. God keep you. May God bless you beyond your belief, but not your capacity. And remember, you're one big deal away. See you next week. Peace. God. Hey, let me say goodbye to everybody, man. You roll that up. So we got Skip and Adam, 2 Adams, Anel, Bob, Sham, Cynthia Miller, Darsh, Ernest, Frank, Garfield, Luna, Isabella, Joe, my man, John, Johnny, Lisa, Lynn, Nyla, Paulette, Peter, 2 Pete's in the building, Ray Peter, Rob, and my man Seth. I know that's Seth Brown, Shannon, Terrence, Tevis, Tom, and Tony Fisher. Hey, God bless y'all, man. I hope you enjoyed all this. I'm glad you're joining the mastermind. We're just one big family, and we're going to take over America, baby. Because, listen, there's no reason why anybody should be broke in the U.S. All right? None. I mean, listen, you got to realize, man, there's country you can have. Listen, I can take you to a country you can have this dream. And I can tell you the odds of you getting it is not going to happen. You understand that? But in the US of A, you can make it happen. So as many issues and problems we got, you can talk about the USA you want, but this is the only place where you can go make it happen. Hey, peace out. See you next week.